Hey guys, welcome back to Shania's crochet tutorials. So in our previous video I showed you guys the 4 basic stitches of crochet, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to use those stitches to create a piece. So if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe because you don't want to miss anything and you don't want to miss out on this one. So in today's tutorial I'll be teaching you guys how to make this top, which was inspired by Kimberly Loaiza, who is a Mexican musician. It was requested by one of her fans on TikTok, and I thought, you know what, let me make it. So yeah, this is how the finished product looks like. We're going to be using 2 main stitches, which is a half double crochet stitch and a double crochet stitch. If you don't know how to do those, you want to go back and watch my first video before you come and join us. If you have any queries, tell me in the comment section below. So to start, you're gonna need some yarn, a 3.5mm hook, and some scissors. Here I'm using the Price Wise King Cole yarn in the color Royal Blue. So we're gonna begin with the chain stitch, and you wanna make a total of 40 chains for the first part of this top. The top is made of 3 separate parts, and for the first part you'll need 40 chains to begin. You'll then go ahead and double crochet along the 40 chains, and this is what it looks like. I'll show you how I flip my work around and do the second row. So you just want to finish off with that row, turn your work around and double crochet again along that row. So once you reach the end of that row, unlike other times, you won't be flipping your work around. So I'll show you what you do here. So here's the last 2 chains on this row, and I'm just going to double crochet into the 2 of them. So that's another double crochet, and into the first double crochet I made, which is the 2 chains when you start your row, I'm gonna be double crocheting 4 stitches into that loop. So 1, 2, 3 and 4, and that gives kind of an arc, and it enables me to be able to double crochet again at the bottom of that row. So your second row is gonna be crocheted all around. So this is me now double crocheting at the bottom of that row. So you want to do that till you reach the end of the row again. So here's what my work looks like at the end of the second row. I'll be showing you how to turn your work around and what to do once you reach the middle again. So here I'll just do the last 2 double crochets and then flip my work around, 1 and 2, then flip my work around, and now I'm on the 3rd row of this work. So you just have to double crochet again till you reach the center of your work. So now I've reached the center of my work, and that's where we previously did the 4 double crochets in the same chain. So here I'll be showing you what to do when you get there. So in the first out of the 4, you want to do a normal double crochet. So that's the first one. In the second one, in the same chain, you want to do 3 double crochets. So that's 1, 2 and 3. In the third out of the 4, you want to do another 3 double crochets. So that's it again, 1, 2 and 3. Now for the rest of that row, you're just gonna go ahead and do normal double crochets in every single chain. So 1 double crochet for every other chain till you reach the end of the row again. You'll notice on the 3rd row that your piece starts to curve over at the center, which is there, and that's okay. That's what you need. That means what you're doing is right. So now I'm at the end of the third row and I'm about to start the fourth row. So here I just finish off and turn my work around and show you guys how I do the fourth row. So from here on it's just similar, you're just going to be continuing the process. So here I'm starting the fourth row, I've turned my work around. When I get to the center, I'll show you what to do. So we're now at the center of the fourth row, and if you remember from the previous row, we did 3 double crochets in one chain and 3 double crochets in another chain, which was 6 double crochets in total. So in the first 2 double crochets, you want to do 1 double crochet in each chain. In the second 2, you want to do 3 double crochets in each chain. So that's the first, that's 3. In the second one here, you do another 3 double crochets. And then for the rest of the row, you want to do 1 double crochet per chain. So there's the third one, and from then on just 1 double crochet till you reach the end of that row. From this point, every other row is a repetition of the previous row, and as you continue to go, it kind of grows, your project grows. So on the 5th row at the center, on the 2 center chains, you do 3 double crochets and 3 double crochets, and you want to continue this again for another 5 rows. So in total you should do 9 rows, and this is what your piece will look like. You need to do 2 identical pieces. As if you remember, I said the piece has 3 separate parts. So you need to do 2 identical pieces, and we'll go to the third part. To start the third part, you want to do a total of 50 chains. Once you have your 50 chains done, you want to go ahead and double crochet along the chain. And here I'm about to finish my first row, and I'll turn my work around. Unlike the other 2 pieces to this top, you don't need to work on the bottom part of the first row. So once you reach the end of this row, you just flip your work around and crochet again along the row. In total, you want to do 19 lines, so it matches up with the other 2 pieces. So once you have your 19 rows done, this is what your piece should look like, the front and back. Here are the other pieces that you'll be joining together to complete this top. So here I'm just showing you how I connect each piece to the other. So I do that by connecting each row with the other row. As you can see here, they all have to be aligned nicely and equally. Here's my work with the first 2 pieces connected, and I'm about to connect the third piece. So after connecting the 3 parts of the top together, I then marked where I put the strap. So from the point where I connected the first 2 parts, I counted 10 chains to the left and 30 chains to the right. On the second part where I connected the third part of the top, I counted 10 chains to the right and 30 chains to the left. And here I'm just doing the strap, which is going to be a total of 50 chains. Once the 50 chains are done, you want to connect it to the second part you marked, so it makes the strap complete. And then you still turn your work around, and we'll be doing half double crochets along the 50 chains. So for every single chain, you want to do a half double crochet. Here's what your work looks like once the straps are put on both sides. And now we'll be working with the center ball. So if you remember when we were doing this piece, there was a chain where we put 3 double crochets in one chain. So you want to go 2 chains to the left and insert your hook. In total, your middle bow has to be 10 double crochets.
here's what your 10 double crochet would look like. You want to turn your work around and do another 19 rows of double crochets. So in total there should be 20 rows, and you do the same on the other side of your work. So there's 2 sides, and you do that on the other side as well.
Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope it was fun and easy to understand. If you have any questions, don't forget to ask me in the comment section below. If there's anything you want to see on my page, if there's anything new you're thinking, don't forget to also tell me, and I'm gonna see if I can show you as well. And if you do end up making this piece, please tag me to it, send me pictures of it. I really want to see how you guys are getting on, and if there's anything that I could change as well while I'm doing the videos. Don't forget to subscribe, because you don't want to be missing anything after this, because there's a lot more to come, you know what I mean? But yeah, until next time, bye, adios.